more memory lane videos. I'm in Victoria, Texas, and that building just to the left in this video used to be the old Victoria Advocate newspaper, the second oldest newspaper in Texas. I think the Galveston Daily News is the oldest newspaper in Texas. It's closed now, that building's vacant. But I worked there for 10 years, 1975 to 1985. And yeah, so we're just doing the old memory lane thing. The old building's still there. It looks like they're doing some major remodeling because they've got some stuff coming out there. Yeah, there's a parking lot on the left. That was the offices. Upstairs was editorial. Had about, oh, I don't know, probably 30 reporters and editors and stuff. Yeah, this is it. There was, of course, the Victoria Advocate there, and then Advocate Printing, and then Advocate Offset Publishers. There was all kind of companies inside there. A total of about 175 employees, I guess, all combined. And but yeah, it was interesting. I was the treasurer, CPA type, and enjoyed it. It was a good place to work, good people to work with, and but it's gone now. Just like all newspapers, they have an online presence now. They still have a little home delivery, not much, probably in the low 20,000s. They used to have 50,000 circulation, but it's continually dropping. If people don't have birds and bird cages at home where they need newspaper to put in the bottom of the cage, then they don't subscribe anymore because it's not cheap. And but anyway, this used to be the old Victoria Bank and Trust building right here, and on the corner, I'll go down this way. Up here was a major bar. At one time, it was called the Brown Boar Saloon on the corner up here on the left. Yeah, that red brick with those windows all around there. It still is the hangout. It's called the Downtown Grill now, and all the yuppie attorney types come there and hang out, and get drunk, talk smart, and make deals. And that's the way business is done everywhere in the whole world. On a golf course or a bar, or country club, yep, business gets done. This is the main downtown area. That place on the left there, you can't tell much about it, but it used to be called Bianchis. It was a coffee shop. And again, that was the hangout for all the downtown lawyers, CPA types and stuff. And yep, I've been in there many times. I didn't drink coffee. I'd get a Dr. Pepper. Anyway, we'll go to the right here and we'll go by, I don't know what it's called now. It used to be Victoria Bank Shares, a bank holding company. And up on top of this building, this granite building you see straight ahead here, was on top. It was a Plaza Club. That's what it was called, and it was a major chain of expensive restaurants. You know, great food. I mean, of course, I'm not out of the sewer or connoisseur of fine foods, so I really can't give you a quality report. However, people came there and had, they had their weddings there and parties and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I was a member, and also the country club, all that stuff. And it was expensive. You were making a lot of money. It was coming in, but it was also going out. You go there to eat. Two people, if you got out for under $100, you were doing pretty good. Because what killed you? Well, the food prices were, it was expensive, I guess. But if you ordered wine with your meal, then you got nailed because they had some expensive wines. Were they good? I guess. I mean, again, I'm not an out of the sewer connoisseur of fine wines. But anyway, that's downtown Victoria. We saw the place I worked for 10 years, 1975 to 85. and left Victoria around 1990 and started my wanderings and ended up in the Peace Corps in 1994. And since then, I rarely come back here. I'm not big on reminiscing and all that sort of stuff. It's okay. I'm not saying it's depressing or a downer or any of that crap. It's just what it is, you know. Now we're going directly into the sunlight, and we'll cook my phone. If I can get to that next red light, I'll turn left, and I got to go to a grocery store. I'm glad I left here. I don't have any. I don't have any real bad memories here. I just don't. It's just I don't like this town that much. Why? The climate sucks, man. It's humid, hot. You know, right now it's only 82, but it's probably 82% humidity too. And anyway, it's just a plain Jane little old town. And but be that as it may, for the people that live here, I'm not knocking it. You know, everybody's got to be somewhere. You know, I'm in Fort Clark, No Springs, Texas. You know, and so who am I to talk? We'll turn left up here, and we'll go out to the grocery store. Not much has changed on this street. A few things. Buildings look different, but you know, Thomas Wolfe, and I've said this in other videos, Thomas Wolfe wrote the book, You Can't Go Home Again. Well, and what he meant by that, you can go there, but it's not going to be the place that you knew, you know, and that's a fact. You know, the people have died off, things have changed, and so on and on we go. Thank you, light, for changing. I appreciate that. Get my phone out of the direct sunlight now, and we can continue this video in comfort. On the right is DeTar Hospital. I think that's owned by Hospital Corporation of America, a for-profit hospital. They also have a county hospital here called Citizens, and but anyway, they are what they are. The population of Victoria right now, I imagine it's around 70,000. The metro area is probably over 100. But it's because of its geographic location close to the Gulf of Mexico, where Alcoa Aluminum has a big plant, Union Carbide has a big plant, DuPont has a big plant, Formosa Plastics has a huge plant. You know, in fact, they couldn't even build it in their country, or well, it was called Formosa Plastics. I don't know what it's called now. You know, Formosa is Taiwan, but it's all Chinese, and they couldn't build it in many areas of the world because it's so polluting. You know, it puts out so much toxic chemicals in the air and in the water and so forth. But anyway, with a lot of string pulling at the government level, a lot of bribing and so forth, they got that property, and it's near Port Lavaca, Texas. Isn't that interesting? What's that got to do with reminiscing? Not much. I'm just explaining why Victoria had some explosive growth over a period of years. It's certainly the hub for this whole region. It's about a 2-hour drive to Houston on Highway 59. But other than that, it's just another big city. You got CV's Pharmacy, Walgreens Pharmacy, McDonald's, all the franchise stuff. You know, Long John Silver's. I just saw the sign, and that's one thing that I miss from the past is growing up, and even into the '60s, early '70s. Whenever you went into another community, it was all different because the restaurants were mom and pop places, and they were serving the best food they could to keep people coming back or grow. And then all of a sudden, the franchises hit, McDonald's and others, and just completely wiped them out, selling crappier, cheap food, but quick. And that's what America wanted, was quick food, and we got it. I bought gasoline yesterday for $3.19 a gallon. I may have mentioned that in another video. I think this street Navarro? I think this is called Navarro. Long time since I've been on this street. Let's see. Yeah, it's North Navarro, Navarro. And out here on the right is a huge, super giant HEB grocery store that you can go in and almost get lost. It's like a giant Walmart thing. Traffic's not too bad. They do have, I mean, I wouldn't, again, want to live here because of this. I mean, I'm not knocking it, but, it's what it is. Now, I like rural communities, obviously. I'm in Brackettville, Fort Clark Springs area, and then also Cloudcroft, New Mexico. Very few people there, hardly any traffic. In Brackettville, they've got, I don't know, 2 red lights, maybe 3. And I don't think they have a fast food restaurant there. Maybe they do, I'm not aware of it. I gotta get in the right lane. See, that's something you don't have to worry about in Brackettville, Texas, is which lane you're in. Just a pleasant morning drive, guys. Not much going on in this video, unless you're interested in Victoria, Texas. And, again, the climate starting the end of October, or close to the end of October, it's okay because it'll be cooler. The winds will be out of the north, a little drier. But starting in April, May, it starts toasty again. You can get a barbecue sandwich for $8.50. Eating out. I don't eat out much, but I do occasionally. Like I got me those nacho stuff. $13. But eating out, I mean, if you ate out 4 times a week, it would have to cost you $200, $300 extra a month. And it's unhealthy as hell, in my opinion, which is worth nothing. Why? Why is it unhealthy, Rusty? Well, because they put a lot of salt in it to give it taste. Salt adds taste. They went up. This gas station here yesterday was $3.19. Now it's $3.36 a gallon. I think I can go in right here. Yeah, I love this Class B motorhome, man. You just drive it like a car. It's got plenty of visibility, good big mirrors, all that good stuff. And I'll find me a neat place to park here. I want to face away from the sun. Why? I don't know. And I don't mind walking a little bit. So we're going to do it right here, guys. It's called an HEB Plus. So ladies and gentlemen, from Victoria, Texas, on September the 8th? Yeah, it's a Thursday morning. Enjoy your life. Thumbs up, carpe diem. Use the Amazon link. Drink plenty of water. Stretch, walk. and stand guard at the door of your mind, man. Life is to be enjoyed the best way you can. I just happen to enjoy a class. I enjoy the RV way of life still, uh, and I'm working on getting back into it uh, a little more. Maybe we'll see, guys. Adios, amigos. Bye bye.